All right, welcome back. New type of video idea. I don't even know what to call this. I wanted to do some kind of eBay challenge or something. I haven't quite figured that out. If you watch this and can think of something, let me know. We'll draw it up together. But basically, it's going to be like a flea market recap type, what the heck did I find type video. So I guess let's get into it. This past flea market wasn't the best. I take that back. It was some really good stuff. I just didn't spend a lot of money. Normally I count how much I spend by how good the day was. So the first thing I picked up was this really cool Jackie Robinson jersey. Clearly got Brooklyn on it, and then, Robinson with the 42. It is a little stained up, but it is a Cooperstown, like majestic one. With it being white, I think I can get the stains out. I paid $5 for this, so really can't go that wrong. And if I wanted to sell it, I think it's like, I don't know, maybe $30, $40. If I can wear it, I'll probably keep it. If I can't, I will sell it, but we'll see on that. As always, there'll be comps. You know the drills by now. This was one of those obscure things that for whatever reason you pick up when you find it. These are sunshades, and I picked up two of these. They're exactly the same. They, I think it's this way. They're just RCR with the 3 for Dale Earnhardt, and I could only find one sold comp. This might never sell, but one sold comp was $24.99, I think it was. And I asked the guy how much he wanted, $1 a piece. So, what are you doing? Risking $1, big deal. Then I guess we'll save this for last. Let me grab the box real quick for the next. All right, so this was actually at the end of the day, which was surprising that it was still there, but it just goes to show that you can find a little bit of everything even at the end of the day. So I decided to walk down, check the lower end, and I hadn't looked there earlier, and the guy had a lot of lighters, a lot of Zippo lighters, and normally they do pretty well, but he was wanting a little more for them than I could make sense out of them. I don't know that much about Zippo lighters in general, but he had a bunch of like the table lighters that you would set on a desk or something like that. And I was thinking they would be about the same. Of course, in typical flea market fashion, no, nothing makes sense. The Zippos were, I think, $25 a piece, which on some is probably great, but again, not knowing, what can you do? But he only wanted $2 a piece for the table lighters. And then I was looking at them, and he was like, you buy them all, I'll do a better deal. And I think it ended up being like less than $1 a piece, which made no sense, but hey, what can you do? So we'll just show them real quick and then throw up comps as we go. Picked up 2 of these Coors Light. Like they're just like tin cans, and I guess they, are made to look like the beer cans, but they just have disposable lighters in them. And I thought these would be worth more, honestly. I'm just going to keep these because I don't think they're worth a lot from what I remember looking up. I want to say they were like, I don't know, maybe $5 to $8 a piece, something like that. I just thought they were cool. Got this cool wooden one that, like, you have the, the piece that slips in. Just a butane lighter. I don't know if they work. Oh yeah, there you go. But this one was a Scripto, and yeah, I mean, they just go on desk back in the day. People light their cigars with them. This one was a wooden, just, it was engraved Japan on the bottom, was the only reason I kind of added it. This one did not work. It seemed like a cheaper one, to be honest. There was a Village of Tobaccoville from RJR. Another one that, I don't know, does this one work? Oh yeah, little flame, little one on that one. Another one of these wooden ones. This was a, like, Florentia. It says it was made in Italy. I don't know the market on a lot of these. I just, it's $1. How much, is it that big of a risk? Let's see. There was one of these, I can't remember the company. On the next one I'll show you. This one does not light, but it's also engraved by a JAM. So I imagine that one won't do as well unless you just happen to have those initials. And then there was another one of those that it was a Veriflame. I think it's Ronson is the brand. And it's just a cool, like, what is this, Art Deco or MCM. You can hear the butane in that one. This one was cool. This one was a marble like base with a Basset Hound on it. Just really obscure stuff. Again, I think this one needs like a flint, but you know, what can you do? And then there were two of these like almost like oil lamp looking ones, also stamped Japan. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but right down there. This one's the top. It's kind of, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if they work. Some of these, again, all of those, and then this one last one, all of these were 10 bucks. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it was $1 a piece. And yeah, this one you just press in here and it would light like that. But again, this one was a, what is that? Omsco light. But again, they're all Japan, which at the time that stuff was really big. And to cap it all off, which what really made the deal worth it was picking up, now I haven't tested it yet, but picking up a Fujifilm FinePix camera for, I think he threw this in for $1, had 2 on it. He did say he didn't have the charger. I don't know if it works or not. We'll find out later. But working, I think this is like 50, 60 bucks. So really good find. It does have a little bit of like wear on the back, but you know, for an old camera, you're not gonna be that choosy. And then to wrap up the whole day, which this was actually the first purchase of the day, a game I never thought I'd find, especially in the wild. Not a game that I've looked for either, but I recently had heard things about this game because it got taken down off of the like media store or whatever, and that was Deadpool. Everything I can tell, this game didn't have a manual, so it's just disc and case. The ones I looked up, again, don't seem to have manual, so I don't, this was like probably in that era where they were phasing out a manual, or it was like that cheap, like just, you know, warning sheet. But pretty good shape. The disc is clean, and it does need a new case. It's got like some, like probably GameStop sales sticker on it. But yeah, I'll actually probably try this. This will go in the collection, but I was shocked when I looked this up later. I thought it was like 40 bucks maybe. I paid 5 for it, but I mean, it's selling for like 90. And I mean, that to me is just wild. I don't know if it's even a good game or if it's just rare for the fact that it's the only way you can play it now. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this one. So I think in total I spent like $23 and some keep, some eBay, you know. If you want to see more of the eBay stuff, let me know. I don't run like a big eBay store or anything by that means, but it's more like just a side hustle or whatever you want to call it. It allows me to do the other dumb stuff I do, like buy comics and games and things for bad financial decisions and whatever else. But yeah, if you'd like to see more of the eBay line of it, let me know. I don't mind doing like some type of video to that. But yeah, drop me a comment. Let me know what you thought about these pickups. What was your favorite? And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.